The debate over how the Philippines can strengthen its position in the West Philippine Sea has intensified in recent years, especially as pressure, harassment, and increasingly assertive activities from foreign vessels continue to test Manila's ability to defend its maritime domain. For decades, the Philippine Navy operated with limited tools, constrained by an aging fleet and modest surveillance coverage. That reality is now beginning to change. The arrival of two new frigates built by South Korea's HD Hyundai Heavy Industries represents one of the most meaningful steps in the country's maritime modernization, offering capabilities that the Philippines has never possessed before, and reshaping expectations about deterrence and sovereignty protection in contested waters. These new frigates arrive during the implementation of Horizon 3, the latest stage of the Armed Forces of the Philippines Modernization Programme. This phase shifts the country's defense priorities from internal security toward territorial defense and maritime control. It emphasizes long-range surveillance, credible naval presence, and the capacity to impose tactical costs on hostile actors if necessary. For the Navy, modern surface combatants are the backbone of this strategy. While submarine acquisition remains an ambition, frigates are the platforms that can sustainably patrol, respond, and project state authority across wide maritime zones. Previous reliance on Del Pilar-class cutters and Jacinto-class patrol vessels limited the Navy's ability to maintain persistent presence or conduct modern naval operations. The new frigates fill this gap by introducing a level of combat sophistication previously unavailable to Manila. Technically, these ships are a substantial upgrade. They bring improved sensors, radar systems with electronically scanned arrays, enhanced sonar for anti-submarine warfare, and a combat system capable of integrating air, surface, and subsurface threats into a single tactical picture. Their missile suites provide the Navy with a credible standoff strike capability, allowing them to engage hostile ships at ranges more suitable for the West Philippine Sea's vast operating area. Electronic warfare systems, decoy launchers, and improved hull design increase survivability in contested environments. They also support helicopter operations, enabling extended anti-submarine patrols and giving the Philippines the ability to monitor underwater activity that previously went undetected. Compared to the earlier Jose Rizal class, the new frigates feature stronger firepower, improved sensor fusion, and a combat system more aligned with modern regional standards. The operational impact of these ships is equally important. The Philippines can transition from simple presence patrols to visible, armed deterrence patrols capable of monitoring foreign vessels, escorting Filipino fishermen, and maintaining a protective posture around maritime infrastructure. These frigates become central nodes in a tri-service maritime response, integrating with the Philippine Coast Guard and Air Force aircraft to generate faster, more coordinated reactions to incidents at sea. Their sensors dramatically expand the country's maritime picture, closing intelligence gaps and reducing response times. The very act of having frigates capable of standing watch in contested waters generates diplomatic and strategic value, as it signals Manila's readiness to assert its rights under international law. At the strategic level, the new frigates help alter the balance of capabilities in the West Philippine Sea. Their improved radar range enables the Navy to detect activities far beyond the horizon. Their missiles allow Philippine forces to respond without placing ships in excessive danger. And their anti-submarine capabilities add a dimension that Manila largely lacked. When combined with land-based missile batteries such as the BrahMos system and the forthcoming integration of additional short and medium-range missiles, the Philippines begins to construct a layered maritime deterrence network suited to its geography and fiscal constraints. This is not escalation for its own sake. It is a deliberate rebalancing designed to provide the Philippines with tools to enforce its exclusive economic zone and protect civilian maritime activity. Public sentiment in the Philippines reflects a mixture of pride, hope, and pragmatic caution. Many Filipinos see these frigates as the first truly modern warships the country has ever fielded, a symbol that the state is finally investing seriously in territorial defense. Online discussions often highlight comparisons with neighboring Southeast Asian navies and express optimism that Manila is narrowing the capability gap. However, there are also concerns about operational costs, maintenance logistics, and the need for sustained training. Modern warships require a highly skilled crew and a long-term investment in infrastructure. Yet these challenges are viewed largely as necessary steps rather than roadblocks. The broader sentiment leans strongly towards support for strengthening maritime defenses, especially as incidents in the West Philippine Sea continue to shape public consciousness. South Korea's role in this transformation cannot be understated. Seoul has become Manila's most dependable defense partner, providing a balance of affordable pricing, rapid delivery, and technologies tailored to the Philippines' needs. The earlier Jose Rizal-class frigates, the FA-50 light combat aircraft, and the expanding interest in platforms such as the KF-21 fighter illustrate a deepening partnership. For Manila, cooperating with South Korea offers not just hardware, but also predictable support, training, and industrial cooperation. It is a significant shift from earlier decades when the Philippines relied almost exclusively on legacy equipment or second-hand acquisitions. From an operational standpoint, the new frigates give the Philippines tangible advantages in real-world missions. Their endurance enables consistent patrols across remote waters. Their helicopter integration improves search and rescue operations, anti-submarine surveillance, and maritime law enforcement. Their combat systems allow the Navy to interpret and act on data faster, reducing ambiguity in rapidly developing situations. Importantly, their presence provides an additional layer of safety for civilian vessels, particularly Filipino fishermen who often operate near contested zones and are directly affected by foreign harassment. Nevertheless, challenges persist. Maintenance must be funded at levels that ensure full combat readiness. Philippine shipyards and logistics facilities will need to evolve to support frigate-class vessels efficiently. Training pipelines must scale to produce enough specialists in radar operation, missile handling, engineering, and electronic warfare. Interoperability with new aircraft, unmanned systems, and coastal missile batteries will require consistent joint exercises. Without these supporting elements, the frigate's full potential cannot be realized. Looking toward the next 5 to 10 years, the Philippines is positioning itself to develop a more credible maritime defense posture. A future fleet combining modern frigates, land-based missiles, maritime patrol aircraft, and unmanned surveillance assets would allow the country to monitor and defend its waters with greater confidence. This is not about rivalries, but about the responsibility of safeguarding national sovereignty. The arrival of these new frigates represents more than a technical upgrade. It is a strategic statement that the Philippines intends to assert its rights, protect its people, and participate in the evolving security architecture of the Indo-Pacific region with a stronger, more capable Navy at its core.